Hey Addicts, welcome back. We're here for another movie review. We know that you liked this for our last discussion. It's been a while since me and Colt have gotten together, but we're here to talk about Alita. No, it's been out for a while, but we really did like the movie, and we're going to talk about it. So, starting off with just some of the characters and like plot, I'm going to go through this very simplistic. Basically, this damaged cyber girl is found in a dumpster pile, and this guy is like, you know what? I can make something out of this. Takes it back, rebuilds it, because you can rebuild her better.
With the dead body, or with the body that he was going to use for his dead daughter.
That's correct. And we get to see, her realize that she's a killing machine and her path to, well, we don't really know what her path is, but it was cool to see, they kind of mix some things up going on, like, what her storyline is. I would say it's more of, like, figuring out who she is and trying to remember things of her past. Yeah,
I thought that was actually a really interesting touch, especially since she mostly got, like, most of her memories back through combat.
Yeah.
Which I think is always kind of a cool aspect. Another thing that I thought was really cool was, like, specifically towards the end when she got that sword from the
one guy?
Yeah, from the one guy who's basically the main villain.
Hunter killer?
The hunter.
Well,
he's
like a side villain.
Yeah, he's like a side villain. He's weird. I don't like him. Okay, I take it back. The one thing I did like about
He's Ajax.
Yeah, but the thing I liked about him was that really cool, like, weird metal tattoo thing he had going on.
Yeah, it looked like almost, well, I mean, it's based off of a
calendar.
Yeah. It's really cool, though.
It was really cool. I liked that a lot. But,
I would say...
that and the dog guy.
Yeah, the dog guy's great.
He's never really liked dogs.
Yeah, and that's actually interesting to see because, for those that don't know, this is the adaptation of like a manga / anime, and so it's fun to see not only like Americanized characters, but I think this is probably the best live action adaptation of anime I've ever seen.
Ghost in the Shell sucked. Attack on Titan sucked.
The Death Note one was alright, but still kind of not good. But yeah, so we get a lot of good things. I would say the highlights for
Tokyo Ghoul sucked.
We don't talk about that. But the real things I think that were a main highlight was the visual effects. It's been years since I went to go see a 3D movie. I mean, probably like Journey to the Center of the Earth. That's like long ass time ago. So 3D, yeah, it was. 3D has gotten a lot better. But just like the amount of detail that they have, like there's like a shot where it zooms in and you see her body, and the body that she has at the time has a lot of decorative like engraving, and it's just like. It's just something I don't think you'd get the as good of enjoyment if you don't see it in theaters. But my God, the man that did that CG work, props on that guy. The other thing I think it stands out, and we both had a lot of awe in it, is the fighting. I think the choreographed fights were really good. They were really cool. Some of them were a little over the top, but that's what I look for in one of these sci-fi action movies. There's, I don't know, what would you say? There's kind of... I don't know, at least to me, there is a bit of, what's the word I'm looking for?
Hokiness.
Yeah, in terms of, like, the storytelling. I think the story's fine, but you can definitely tell they rush it a little bit.
Well, not only did they rush it a little bit, but certain aspects, specifically the lover part, was rushed a lot.
The connection with the man that saves her or rebuilds her, I think that's a little bit rushed, because it just jumps through so many hoops of, like, their relationship by the end of the movie.
Which makes sense, because, they kind of had to do it, but at the same time, it's like... they're making a franchise out of this. They're going to make at least 2 other movies. They're going to pull a Hunger Games.
The one thing I will say, though, is I feel like this is the best approach to the movie that it is, because the source material, taking anything that's like a long-running series, it's hard to adapt a whole story and put it into one movie. I think it just never works. And so for that, setting them up, taking part of the story and giving you enough to where you are satisfied as a whole, but you still have a little bit of intrigue in there. I did like that. Yes, it's getting a little bit stale that we're seeing universe building every time a movie comes out, but this is one that I think I will give the okay because of the source material.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see if they make another one, because the way they left it, you kind of know they're going to.
Yeah.
I think I really liked it. Now, I would also say I don't think there's really anything I didn't like other than the rushed pacing.
Yeah, that was the only thing. The acting is pretty solid. I mean, granted, like you said, since there is some rushing in there, some stuff falls flat, I think. But that's not because of their performance.
Yeah, no, it wasn't because of their performance. It was specifically because of the rushing of the like. It was just the pacing wasn't right for certain things. Like you know, like if you gotta like you can pace like you can go faster pace and then slow it down for certain things.
Right.
Whereas what this movie did is it kept it fast paced for everything. So like there's this love interest. I think his name was Max or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Something like that.
But he like their love went from, oh, we just met randomly one day on the streets and you saved a dog, you're kind of cool, to, oh yeah, I help your business partners, or I help your doctor/dad friend guy thing, sometimes getting parts, to let's go on a date.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like...
And then lovers for life.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I get what you mean. That is probably the weakest part, in my opinion, just because I don't really necessarily know. I don't know much about the source material, but I would assume that the love aspect isn't the biggest part of the story. So obviously, when they make a big highlight of that, it's going to fall flat, but it's needed there for motivation, I think. But with that being said, I don't want to drag it out too long. It was a pretty good movie. I enjoyed it a lot. I would say, visually I was really blown away, and the fight scenes really stuck out to me. As I'd give it probably, honestly, I'd give it Gotta Have It. It was really fun to watch. It's not the deepest movie, but I'm full-heartedly invested in the franchise. But before we go, there is one scene that we have to talk about, because I think this either is on par or better than the freaking Alien Covenant scene we get, where you blow, I do the fingering. And Colton, you want to talk about this scene?
Bonus me. So basically, what this whole scene is it's okay. So her old body gets destroyed, and she had originally found this other body that was like her, I guess you could say, original body. And it was made from like what she used to be, which was like a robot, a fighting robot from Mars.
Right.
Because in this whole movie, you figure out is that some people stayed on Earth after it was kind of destroyed, or at least seems to have been destroyed, and some people went to Mars. And so what happens there is basically she gets this body, the doctor puts it back on her. And, everything's going well.
We're getting to the emotional part of the movie.
Yeah, this gets to the emotional part of the movie where, they're finally falling in love and they're going to kiss for the first time. So she takes her love interest guy to this, I don't even know.
Not even a romantic area. It's like a back alley, I think, or something.
It was weird. It might have been a rooftop, though. I couldn't really tell. They didn't really show that.
Yeah.
But, so they get up there, and she's like, I can feel so many different things. I'm so sensitive now. Do you want to test it out? And me and Josh are sitting there in the theater trying not to laugh.
Yeah, because I was not expecting that. And that scene, there's a way to say that very less creepy and suggestive.
Well, not only that, but then he starts feeling her arm slowly. Just oh wow, that's so amazing. And then they kiss. And of course, it starts raining. But I'm just kind of really?
There's nothing I can say. I cannot recreate that moment. You would just have to watch it to get the full effect of it. But I was like, this is going to top 5 weirdest quotes of show ever.
It definitely did. Holy crap.
I'm not going to lie, that may have affected the rating just a little. But with that being said, really like the movie.
Yep.
We're looking forward to the next one if they do it. Hopefully it does well enough. And Edward Norton's going to be the bad guy.
Yeah.
Previous Hulk. Hulk versus Alita. It's going to be a good fight.
I am the Hulk. The Russian Hulk.
Oh. The Russian Hulk. Well, she's the Japanese Russian doll. So, you have that.
Okay, anyway. Well... It was fun talking about that movie.
It was fun talking about the movie. This is a little bit different. This is more of a discussion review than it is real review.
In depth.
Yeah. But you know what? It's fun. It's fine. This movie came out so long ago, nobody's looking up reviews for this anymore anyway. So, with that being said, guys, we'll catch you in the next video, whatever it will be. And we hopefully will be back for more discussions because we like talking about weird shit. So, later, Addicts.
Cheers.